day Jake Miller confessed to the pretty transfer student, everyone thought I would lose it and run over to cause a scene, but I never showed. Not even after it was all over. Jake had no clue that right then. I was sitting on his roommate's bed, wearing his roommate's hoodie, asking in frustration, "I got your bed all wet. How are you gonna sleep tonight?" Liam Carter looked away, his Adam's apple bobbing as he handed me a towel. "Go dry your hair. I'll change the sheets before you crash." Jake was going to confess to that pretty transfer student. He told everyone to keep it from me. He didn't know some blabbermouth couldn't wait to spill. Everyone knew I'd had a thing for Jake forever, even dreamed about marrying him one day. This time, Jake seemed totally head over heels. People were betting I'd throw a fit, cry, make a huge deal. Everyone loves that kind of drama. They were all waiting for me to snap and rush in to ruin it. But nope, even after Jake's successful confession, I was a no-show. The crowd, 3 layers deep, started getting bored. Jake himself didn't even look that happy. He had his arm around his new girlfriend and pulled out his phone. No calls, no texts. Jake frowned a little. Then he turned to the crowd. "Drinks are on me tonight. Everyone's invited." The classmates who'd been watching all cheered. I'd been standing behind some trees the whole time, and finally stepped out. Someone with sharp eyes spotted me and yelled, "Mia! Mia's here! Knew it! No way! Mia would stay away." Jake's head snapped up. The second he saw me, the corner of his mouth twitched, almost like a smile. I ignored all the people hungry for drama. I walked straight up to Jake. "Mia." Jake tightened his arm around his new girlfriend. He looked at me, his voice flat. "You can't force this stuff. We've known each other over 10 years. I don't want to say anything harsh, ruin what we had. From now on, you're still like a sister to me. If you need anything, you can still come to me." Then he lowered his voice. "With everyone watching, don't cause a scene here. Just go home." "Jake." I cut him off, taking a slow step forward. He frowned again. I smiled and held out the bracelet I just slipped off my wrist. "I came to give this back." Seeing the bracelet, Jake's face darkened. "Mia, what game are you playing now? Take it. I won't bother you after this." Jake stared at me, his voice dropping. "I don't care about the money. If you don't want it, toss it." As soon as the words were out, I turned and threw the bracelet into a nearby trash can. "You can throw out everything else I ever gave you too." With that, I walked away without looking back. By the time I reached the river, it was pouring. Standing there in the rain with an umbrella, I thought about the dreams I'd been having. In the dream, because Jake confessed to Chloe, I cried and made a scene. To force him to break up, I jumped into the river that night. And how did that end? I almost died. Jake stayed at the hospital for 5 minutes tops before leaving. The foster family, who took me in, thought I was an embarrassment for trying to kill myself. And with Jake's attitude, they decided I was useless. They made me drop out and sent me back to my birth parents, who were into every bad thing you can imagine. In the end, my life went downhill fast, and I died miserable, in a foreign country. After I died, the person who gathered what was left of me was the one I'd always been scared of, the one I kept my distance from. Lately, everything in the dreams had been coming true. If not for those dreams, I'd be blowing up Jake's phone right now. Then, I'd be threatening to jump. I'm grateful for that dream. The third time I dialed the number, he finally picked up. I clutched the phone, holding it to my ear. The name sat on my tongue before I finally said it. "Liam." The heavy rain drowned out the whole world. Only Liam's voice, a little lazy, came through deep and low. "Mia? Liam? It's pouring. I'm by the river. I can't get back. Can you come get me?" Silence on the other end for a few seconds. I nervously gripped the umbrella handle, my palms sweaty. In the dream, when Liam was gathering my remains, I think he cried. Tears fell one by one on what was left. Even in the dream, I could feel that burn. Later, he carried a little bottle of my ashes with him his whole life, and he was alone his whole life. My eyes stung. I choked back a sob. "Why are you crying?" Liam's voice came through suddenly, still that indifferent tone, even a hint of annoyance. I didn't say I wouldn't come. So when, 15 minutes later, I gave my umbrella to a mom and kid hiding from the rain, so when Liam showed up, I was already soaked. Jetting out of the car, his lips were a thin line, his face cold as ice. I pushed my wet bangs back and looked up at him with a bright smile. "Liam, you're right on time." "Mia."